Alright guys, what's up? My name is Sam. Y'all know me as Squid. I'm gonna do some tutorial shit for y'all over whips, dials, and a basic wave tut thing that I do. Whips I'm not really gonna go into because a lot of people already have videos for them, so I'm probably not gonna go into too much, but there's one thing that I think it can help some people with. So we'll start that off right now. So you can put your arms like this. It's a move that I stole from AO Anti from the Joker video, Joker glove set video on Amazing. And yeah. So he does this move where he has his arms like this, and he's gonna trace the back of his knuckles on the side of his wrist right there. So from here, he just literally takes his pinkies out, traces it, like literally rubs it, and brings it back. And he does that with both hands. What that does is kind of create like a revolving effect for your whips. So you could literally just do random stuff. See how I'm kind of like, boom. You kind of hear it. So yeah, that move just kind of helps your rub offs. That's what I call it. Like you're kind of just rubbing it around and shit. So whips for me, it's kind of hard because I just kind of flow and I don't really know what I'm doing. So, and one for positioning for what I want to talk about is positioning for the circle trick. Now I don't know. So a lot of people just get that shit. Some people just don't. They're like, "Fuck, dude, I don't know how to do it." One really good way that I helped somebody learn that was you're obviously going to be in your 4 points. So if you're right-handed, you're going to have your right hand on top, left hand on bottom, like wrist to wrist. And then, like I said, you're going to hit your 4 points. So you're going to start off in your bottom right point in your own vision. So your bottom right point, right hand on top. Your right hand's going to stay on top. So now these terminologies I'm going to say are just for this kind of move. So it's like you go up, over, literally just flip your hands. Down, over, flip. So now we're back exactly where we just were before. Now you're thinking like, how the hell was that the circle trick? The circle trick's going to be more flat based. So when I'm starting over at the right, then I'm having it more flat, like palmed out, like a whip. I'm going to hit these 4 corners, but all I'm going to do is this, change my hand, bring it down, change my hand. It's like I flip over here like I just said. So with the flipping, here it is. Bottom right, hand on top, up, over, flip, down, over, flip. So if you're left-handed, you're going to have your left hand on top, right hand on bottom. Start on your bottom left at this time, so your bottom right. So it's literally going to be the same thing. Yeah, left hand on top, left corner, up, over, flip, down, over, flip. So yeah, up, over, flip, down, over, flip on both of them. All right, and then quickly we'll talk about the wave tut one that I'd like to do. Really it's super simple and it'll help you just break off into other shit. So starting off like this, everybody knows they've seen this, and beginners are just like, fuck, what do I do? That's shit like that. Alright, so thumbs out like this, touching together, and you're simply just gonna take your pointer down and like that, like where your pointer finger is gonna be. I'm doing everything with my left hand. One more time. And then you're going to take the back of your nails and go on the back of your thumb. Back of your thumb, and then stop right at your knuckle where it starts on your index finger. Go all the way out. And once you finally get all the way out and your nails touch, get your prints to touch. The print of your index and the print of your thumb. And right when you do that, bring it in. I'm going to trace my thumb down the back of my palm right here on the back side to create the illusion where you don't see it. Trace it and then pull out that one. And then you're just going to have pinky print to your thumbprint. Do the same thing, trace up on the side and go up, and do that. Now these are kind of like a wave tut digity kind of thing, because then you could be stuff like that. I'm just showing y'all to cheat by going by the back, knuckle, nails, print, pull it, glide down, pull it out, push it back in, boom. Now from here to go back, stay at the print, just simply go over to your thumbnails again, and then glide over. And then once you're over where your thumb is, simply flip it, trace back. Start here, down, trace, boom, trace, boom. Now, going into digits and dials, some people are like, oh yeah, like show, like what, like digits, stuff like that. Digits are digits, dials are dials. Now, digits are these. You know, the singularity fingers. Those are digits. Stuff like that. And then obviously dials are just when you're dialing it up and you're bringing them over and then crossing over, they're kind of like threading. Now a really good way to mix these two would be, you obviously have to have your rolls down and practice just doing this. This is really good. Just sit there and do that all the time. Yeah. So the concept of this one I'm going to show y'all is just simple that. Everybody can do that. So you're going to pick your dominant hand, like your hand is going to make a wand or something. This is your guiding hand. Simply just going to go down and flip on all of them. And then you can go back to your index or pointer, or index to pinky, I meant. You can play with it and do all sorts of shit like that. You can go sideways, like, and it leads to other shit. It's really good transitional move. You could even do one finger now, like this. You'll see me do this one. And then you could even like slide them. And then like this one right here, you could be straight down, and you can come out, and then once you hit it, all your fingers could expose at that point, like, you know, little weird shit like that. Another really basic dial move that, alright, so those moves right there I kind of copied from AO Arcade. If you just watch some arcade shit, he has really good stuff for you to expand off of. Shit, all this is kind of like AO. AO mumbles this move right here. You kind of do like this, that thing. You can just have it out like that, and whichever your dominant hand is, you're gonna make your little like quad thing, and you're just gonna stuff it in there, and you can put your index over in the gap and put it back, retract it, put it in the gap, retract it, boom, boom, boom. So that helps you, like, because you could just be like that, like stuff like that, you know. That helps you do random dials, just staying in this or even this, you know. You know, dials and digits. And another one that I see a lot of people not doing is, well, like basics. Like I know that a lot of people can do this one. Like a lot of people can do that. Then just go back. What you guys are missing out on, the next step for this one, is you're gonna stack up, give yourself some space, and put them over each other. Now, which this will help you with the move that I'm talking about here. Now, this is a really basic one. Your middle fingers are gonna be like your point in this one. So your index is gonna go over your middle fingers, and then whichever middle finger, you're gonna put either one of them on top. I'm right-handed, so I like to put my right one over. Whichever one goes over, the bottom one stacks it, and then you stack again. Unstack, unstack, flip them. Bottom one stacks, stack, unstack, unstack. Go to you're gonna like, you know, these come back, and then you can do that. So how that move looks like again. Oh, my bad. One more time. And you can also do that with your bottom two fingers. But your ring fingers now are going to be the points that you're going to be coming back to. So you stack those. Whichever one is stacked closer to your middle finger, you're going to stack first. You switch them, go back to your ring, boom. Now, with these stack inside, I do my right on top, so like my right hand is going to be more of that. Whichever one's on bottom, that one's going to stack first. Stack, stack, unstack, unstack. So which one, and then on the bottom ones, like I said, the rules, ones that are closer to your middle finger now, you're stack first. Stack, stack, unstack, unstack. Flip. Now it's like your both your fingers are inside here, but you're going to create that. Stack, stack, unstack, unstack, stack, stack, unstack, unstack, and then switch back. Or, you know what I mean? So, it's tough, but yeah, once you just kind of play with that and shit, you could do ones like that. You could do doubles. Shit like that. All those kind of work. So yeah, that little move you can play around with. Pass throughs are a really good one too. Pass throughs are a mix of like they're digits definitely. So you're gonna take your pointer and you're gonna bend down whichever one, come towards the viewer, change your middle. Now you're gonna have this gap and you're gonna just kind of brush through like that. You could even go up like this, sideways. You could just push them in. Now this one's a really good one for you to get better at, like being able to just like kind of switch. Simple pass through. You know, do stuff like that. Bam. Well, yeah, hoped some of that helped. Again, my name is Squid. Hope you have a good day. Later.